What's your favorite hobby?
Stalking.
Oh. I like singing and dancing.
I know.
I love the hashtag religious people in my life, but the stuff y'all give hashtag God credit for, my faith is just perfect. I am blessed. Look, give the line tips and Twitter. You got a lot of drugs right now.
What the fuck happened to the screenshot? You're reading it from the line cook's perspective. Castlevania saw us all complaining about the lack of native and black vampires and said, just wait a minute and give us them. Hashtag Castlevania Nocturne, hashtag Castlevania. Makes all the vampires black. Protagonist is a guy with a whip. What did they mean by this?
Oh Lord, what a blessing it is to see the white Belmont boy whip out to death them lazy-ass blood-sucking...
Society looks up to a man who's set foot on the moon, and yet looks down on men who have crammed large amounts of rocks into their genitals. What? I crammed 40 fucking pebbles into my cock and I got suspended from school. Slonk is a now obsolete verb meaning to swallow greedily. Really need someone to slonk my shit right now, stupid style. Why do furries draw the pussy so strong? So the cat is in leggings, but I can see the butthole wrinkles and labia folds? If leggings clung to me like that, it would hurt. Gripping on the sphincter and shit. Get real. I'm gonna go start bar fights so I can get a cool facial scar. This one time we filled a glass 40 bottle with gasoline and threw it in the bonfire. It exploded into my face, and now I have 3 not-so-cool scars on my face. And 2 broken teeth. What did you expect to happen? The Lord to protect me.
Hello, I will be your soldier today. In total bleeding, you say? Let's make our first whittle incision. Doctor, we're losing him. Quick, hand me the defibrillator.
Please, turn off my fucking life support. If I were Orpheus, I wouldn't look back. But we look back every day. Rechecking emails, making sure a friend is still behind you, checking to see if you remembered to pick up your keys. It's second nature. A habit of care. It was second nature for him, too. He looked back, not out of weakness, but love. For what is love, if not to look back? Can I ask what's it like being transgender? I'm legit Kuyars, and I mean no harm in asking questions. Kuyars. Kaurias. The thing Gorge the monkey was. Is it wrong to involve my hamster in my schemes? I'm a professional ne'er-do-well, and I've been plotting, and I want to know if you guys think it's ethical for me and my hamster to get a little nefarious together. I'm up to no good, and I think it would really help my business out to have a hamster sidekick. But I want to know if it's cruel. Thank you. Can I golf with night vision? So here's the deal. I live about 200 yards from a municipal course that's very walkable and I'm very familiar with. I have young children, and it's difficult for me to golf as much as I'd like. I have a season pass that allows me to golf as much as I'd like. Would it be incredibly unethical to buy night vision optics and play at night between the hours of 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. regularly with high-quality night vision optics? I'm in my 30s, a 10.4 HDC, and love walking the course, fixing my divots, and respecting my course. Also, if anyone has any recommendations of optics, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Wife is on board. I think this is the most insane post I've seen on this subreddit. I don't think jacking it to Angry Birds is a symptom of autism. Why do Bigfoot hunters try to lure him with a mating call? Do they have a game plan for if a squatch comes barreling towards them out of the woods full tilt with a raging boner? What the fuck do you think the point of finding Bigfoot is? I understand this toy just fine. And the Dorito? It's alright. Best pepper I've eaten in a while. Stuff had me having a seizure and going in and out of consciousness. Had me on my knees begging for more. How do I play?
First blood. Killing spree. Rampage. Unstoppable. Dominating. Godlike.
Don't worry, guys. I figured it out. Elf Bar, Snoopy, JSTOR, Panera, Lemonade, Neoliberal, Grimace Shake, Menswear Guy, Dimes, Square, Hobby Maxing, Fuck Ass Bob, Third Places, Hinge Date, Bushwick, Situationship, Drunk Cigarette, H-Bomber Guy, Girl Dinner, Let It Linger, Travis Kels, Shiv, Roy, Infinite Jest.
You read that comic book you bought today?
Uh-huh.
The girl at the bookstore called it a graphic novel. Your generation is always making up new words. I bet that comic is full of gay shit, huh? Oh, sorry, you people say queer now. Roadhouse!
You need something, Grandma? Looks like the link in my computer exploded. The fact that there are people in college still spelling definitely as defiantly. Like, what do you even do about that?
So you're ableist now?
Sure! Whatever! As a white person, I have never said the N-word for any reason. I said it once. It was to save a life. But even so, I think about my decision to do so every day.
Eat my shorts, man!
After 2 years working outdoors all day, I finally got stung by an onion for the first time yesterday. And I wasn't even doing anything. There wasn't even a nest nearby. A wasp. I was looking at an onion just now, sorry. Why do we say as snug as a bug? What is snug about that bug? He's in a rug? I forgot he got into the rug. A bad boss with a good job is better than a job boss with good bad because down the line opportunities don't them but you create happen. How do I beat up a demon? Edit. Just as an FYI, I will figure out a way to beat this demon up. That's not a question. I'm just asking if someone has already experimented with this, or if I'm gonna have to 1800s pioneer that shit. I'm sorry if this isn't exactly coherent. I'm just real fucking mad right now.
Thoughts intrusive. Actions questionable. Results silly. Fun had.
Hi, so I'm a gang leader to a gang called Black Diamonds, and I am looking for more people to join, so I was wondering if you wanted to join. No pressure, just say no if you don't want to, but we will have your back, and there is 542 people in our gang already.
Feeling abnormal tonight.
Elaborate.
I feel like I don't fit in.
Thread cancelled! Ant farm, go! There's someone out there who holds the title of richest homeless person. I'm sure there's a millionaire who's homeless. You hear stories occasionally About people loving on the streets or in absolute hovels while having $1 million or more in the bank. It's generally some compulsive avoidance of spending or something.
Upvote me if you desire gorilla dick!
Need this. But with our pebness. I'm going to save up for a new motorcycle by running a scam where I bet straight dudes at bars $20 that I can get a girl's number in under 5 minutes, and then politely walk up her and say, I just bet that asshole $20 that I could get your number. I'll split it with you if you pretend to laugh like I just said a good pickup line and then write a fake number on my hand. Like, I never understood those kind of bets in those shitty teen movies. Everybody loves being part of a scheme, man. Use your head.
If anyone ever does this to me, I'll call them out on being a con artist.
Joke's on you, buddy. That'll only have consequences the first, couple dozen times? I can take a punch. But then eventually, I'll have money for the bike. And whenever I get called out, I'll just speed off. And sure, maybe I crash and die in a gutter and the police can't figure out why I have hundreds of fake phone numbers stuffed in my jacket, and it launches a huge investigation that becomes sort of a local legend. But you know whose problem that is? Not fucking mine. Because I'm a slutty motorcycle ghost. And who's gonna stop me then? The ghost cops? Nice try. Everybody knows cops can't become ghosts because they just go straight to hell. It's basic math.
Moral of the story: don't be a con artist or you will die in a horrible accident and become a lonely ghost.
First of all, don't you ever accuse me of having morals, narrative or otherwise, ever again. And second, where did I say I'd be lonely? I'd be a ghost on a motorcycle. That's the sexiest thing that there is. You look me in the eyes and tell me you wouldn't bone Ghost Rider. Look me in the goddamn eyes.
Hi, aliens. What the fuck?
If an ant hits you going 10 billion miles per hour, would you die or would it not matter? No, because nothing really matters in this world. Everything matters. This is all that we have.
Do vampires get AIDS? Question on the street. Do vampires get AIDS? Do vampires get HIV/AIDS? Question for the gods! Do vampires get AIDS? Do #vampires get AIDS?
They created us in a lab to be friends. We were petri dish neighbors.
They created me in a lab for you. They created you in a lab to make my days brighter and my heart softer. Zorro pegging Sanji while pregnant. This was a lot of fun to draw.
Pooh, what makes the world go round?
Asked Piglet.
Fat-bottom girls,
replied Pooh. I hate how much a third monitor would improve my general workflow, because even 2 monitors is too much. I wish I could be happy with 1.
In your attempt to make the internet a more friendly place, you made it more sterile and boring than ever. Oh wait, this is the wrong post.
I was like, God damn, what did I do?
Yes, you. You have erotic thoughts about
Tomboy 20,000.
dominating you.
Imagine fucking a magician and he nutting you. You freak out. But then he says, "Psych, bitch, check your ear." Casual sex. I gave up on partaking in such a foolish activity years ago. I want to come in your mind. Come in your soul. On balance, off balance, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm simply better than everyone. Earthbreaker, Stormbringer, Romance Masterer. I don't ask your parents for approval, they ask me for my approval. I met them once, and they still invite me over for the annual potluck, and I simply turn them down, because I'm organizing one of my own in our 5-bedroom house by the lakeside. Yes, you can bring that potato casserole,
Susan. I'm the god of this realm, and you don't even realize it yet. You better watch your back, motherfucker. I'll give you an emotional cream pie, the likes of which you've never seen before.
I ate a cat. You make me want to cry. That's, in my opinion, kind of cruel. But even so, I do respect your opinion.
I will eat another.
You know what's cool? Every time I've been feeling down, I just think to myself. I sigh, we cringe on, and then I immediately feel better. That shit is so busted. We sigh, we cringe on. Insane, man, you gotta try it. What are you talking about, man? Which oomph are you? The overconfident, the fighter!
The intimidating but is actually silly. The snacker.
Sentry down! The black Scottish Cyclops! Stole a human skeleton and lost their medical license. The hard-working. Fuck your mom!
Touching grass isn't enough. I need bad things to happen to evil men in power.
It's about that hustle! Let's get that bread!
I heard the apples are
Fuck off, Snake.
I've tried everything, man.
They don't even pay rent! My mom purposely overpaid her credit card bill by 1 cent, so every month they send her a letter that says they owe her 1 cent, and it costs them $1 to send the letter, plus the paper. She is costing corporations money.
Yes, but the added environmental cost of mailing a paper letter?
Do you think they cut down a whole tree because my mom overpaid 1 cent? Do you think they make one new piece of paper every time they need one?
But trucks have to move that paper!
Are you not aware that those trucks would be going either way? They aren't taking another trip for one envelope.
Hello, my name is Billy Postman, operator of the world's smallest and most environmentally harmful mail truck. It is 1 envelope big and requires 37 gallons of fuel to go 1 mile. I personally am about 1.5 envelopes big. My beloved truck is very slow and very loud, and I hate both flora and fauna so much. I love corporations, though.
Okay, but give me one good reason why you wouldn't date Kermit the Frog, besides that he is a puppet and a frog. Miss Piggy would make it look like an accident. This keeps going past on my dash, and I can't let it go any longer. It's time to see the record straight. Miss Peggy doesn't have a subtle bone in her floppy felt body. There is no possible way she would ever make it look like an accident. Miss Piggy would make you into an example. Getting laid is very hot and sexy. Getting off? Great news as well. So you would think getting laid off would be wonderful news. But alas, why is barely legal pornography always about age? I think they should experiment with teetering on other types of illegality. They could film just outside of a restricted military area. Porn that keeps narrowly avoiding showing close-ups of classified documents. One for the War Thunder players, you know?
Do you think wizards have spelling bees? This isn't a setup for a joke. I mean, like, wizard child goes up to the podium.
Your spell is fire.
Practical application?
Lighting stuff on fire.
Right.
That is incorrect.
But it did catch fire!
Okay, that makes a little more sense, but also not a spelling bee. Oh, wait! Spells! Like, spell! This could work, but definitely not with something like fire. More like...
Your spell is Hoodlum's Bedazzling Cloak.
Practical application?
Aggressive stealth.
Right.
That is incorrect.
Then Mrs. Smith will keep both the house and the kids. Yeah. Whatever. The next item on the list is the Garfield mug.
Over my dead body!
You ever walk in a store and ask yourself, who buys all this bullshit? Like, seriously, I'm genuinely curious. Quesadilla maker? What? Asshole! I hate you! Get a damn skillet! This fucking thing! Fucking dumb! They call this a hoverboard? Doesn't hover for shit! Fucking walk, idiot! Apple Watch! Dumb future! Apple CEO had a nice lunch with the fascist president of Brazil yesterday! But look at you! You can read your mom's text without reaching in your pocket! Gendered for some reason, butthole rights! That's some shameful shit! Go to hell! Who are these for? Biodome on DVD! How'd that get on there? This is fucking tight! I love this movie! Pauly Shore, I'm definitely buying this shit! Hear me out now! Wet-ass sandwiches! I get that you don't really buy one of these from a store! I just don't like Arby's! Fuck Arby's!
Your simping for the halflings has given you brain rot, for real, for real. Tell me, fam, when did Saruman the Dank abandon straight fire for cringe?
This is problematic of me, joke, but I really enjoy the splashing of French into English speech or writing. Just adds a pizzazz.
Adds a certain je ne sais quoi.
See, the problem is that despite around 8 years of French schooling, the French language has utterly escaped my brain, so even the most obvious setup I had created for myself by accident was missed by me. Such is life.
C'est la vie.
God damn it!
What's the stupidest real men don't blank you've ever heard?
Sleep on their stomachs.
I agree, because if your ass is facing upwards and just looks all fat, round, and jiggly there in the middle of the night, the devil might get tempted to either eat it or pound it with his 20-inch cock. So it's better to sleep with your ass against the mattress to avoid tempting any supernatural creature that might be lurking around, like a werewolf. Because being fucked by a werewolf isn't only gay, it's also furry behavior, and real men don't partake in furry activities, like getting a massive anal orgasm from a thick, knotted werewolf dick.
I've been taking 30 milligrams zinc for about a month now, and if I even hear a woman, my cock starts thrashing around like a greyhound in a cage before a race. I shit you not, I've got so much gumption in my truncheon I could slam it clean through a stud wall and impregnate every occupant of the next room, even the menfolk. Thanks to zinc, I've done so much fucking my wife's nethers looks like a punched lasagna. I had to do the ultimate gentleman move and shag her up the jacksie to give her a coochie a break, but even that finally gave in on me. Honestly, she's been howling like a bulldog shitting a pine cone. And the cum. I didn't even tell you about the cum. My cane sugar be firing out like a goddamn jet washer. Stripped the paint right off the master bedroom and left a divot in the plasterboard. Thanks, Zinc.
Wow, you are a hunk.
Yeah, a hunk of shit.